Okay. Welcome to White Family Farm, everybody. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you know when we're live next. Okay, I know I don't look so hot right now, but I'm in the garden and things are going crazy right now, and I thought I would do like a little garden tour. We are nowhere near the end of gardening. We did a fall garden. We have lots of things planted that is actually, every time something takes off, I'm always super surprised. I'm not gonna lie. Let's go ahead and we'll take a closer look at everything. Yeah, so these turkeys are absolutely crazy. I wasn't expecting that. They just jumped up there. I know they're super friendly and I don't really mind that much, but I don't think we're going to be able to keep these turkeys pinned up. They're a little wild. Don't you think about, no! What do you think, I'm gonna feed you? You're a bad influence. Bad influence.
Is that Rico?
No, it's Rico Jr. and his women. He's like, don't you think about it, mister. That's Rico Jr. Oh, yeah, you better. And then there is his ladies. Run! I love those birds. However, I don't like when they come out. Like, I don't want them out of the fenced-in area. So anyway, we've cleaned all this up, and he chopped back all these, which I've been dying to do this. I just hadn't got it done yet. We had trouble with watermelons in this bed. We pulled all that out. This has all been weed whacked. This looks great. This is my asparagus bed, and I have a ton of asparagus yet in that I got for 30 cents a piece. And I really don't, as of yet, know what to do with it, if I should plant it or not. I'm not sure, but I had planted purple asparagus in this bed, so I'm super excited to see what that's going to look like. It does take 2 years. Asparagus is very fickle. It takes 2 years to get it actually started. We clipped all these back. We did have some fall gold raspberries again, and here are some here. We had some awesome fall gold raspberries. Look at that. Butternut squash is everywhere, guys. And it's raining. We're still out in the rain. It's warm out. It's not cold, so a little bit of rain is not going to hurt. We're still working on this part of the garden, but the butternut squash is just like taken over. We didn't want to weed whack through here because we were afraid if we weed whacked, we were going to weed whack the butternut squash. So we just kind of kept that, you know, as is. I have mint here, and my husband was messing around with it and pulling some stuff over here, and you could just smell mint all through the garden over here. It was really awesome. I can't stress enough how good this nasturtium did this year. This was the tall trailing mix. I did get some peach melba ones this year from M.I. Gardner, so maybe next year it's the tall trailing peach melba. So I'm going to plant some of that, but this nasturtium has really kept the bugs down in my garden, and I'm really excited about that. They don't like the taste because it's peppery. It's kind of hot to them, and they don't like that. So this nasturtium as a cover down here it really did good, and it really kept the bugs away, and that was great. Over here, look at this. We have zucca gourds everywhere. They decided to get this healthy extra start, I guess you would say. I don't know if these are going to make it. We have till about October 31st is the first day of frost. We'll see. I hope these get bigger. That will be really great, and I hope they do. But it's kind of an odd time for them to just really take off. And we have a bunch of zucca gourds. So, hey, Josh, we still might be Lord of the Gourd over here. There's my husband.
You might get more, but mine will be longer.
And over here, still some stuff going on. If you guys want some Chinese noodle beans, I'm gonna have a ton of seeds left over. They're not gonna be true seeds, but if you want to just give them a try, I will be more than happy to give you some seeds. I have a ton of these, and they've gotten too big to harvest. Okay, so I'm over here. I'm doing a lot of cleaning out, which is good. Over here, I pulled out all of my basil. It was just spent. I have some regular oregano over here, and I planted some lemon balm. I'm sure, I know I am going to regret that. But I had one little sprig of it left over. I kept it in a pot all summer, and I was like, I gotta put it somewhere. So I planted it in this corner. I know I'm gonna regret it. I still have some borage right here. It's coming out, it's right here. Borage is really good to have around for the bees. So I planted that in here. These are like those little onion things I absolutely love. They didn't do so hot in this bed. I might just end up pulling them out. This over here is thyme, and like I said, I had a ton of it left over this year. I pulled all of my calendula. It's starting to go to seed, some of it, and I pulled what I could, and then these things, they're starting to go to seed. I'm just gonna leave this sprig in here to collect the seeds, and then I'll be done with it. Parsley is still here. And remember that rosemary that I planted in the beginning? It's still here, it's just not grown. So I guess rosemary is super fickle. I'm not sure. I've never planted it before, and I definitely probably won't, more than likely will not get anything from that. So I'm gonna move on over here. This bed right here still needs to be cleaned out. This is gonna get cleaned out and tarped for the winter. We're not planting anything in there. We're going to put some more soil in there, good soil, and then we're gonna tarp it off because it didn't do so good, and so we're just leaving it be. Yeah. More stuff. Rotten tomatoes. By the way, these were the Isis candy. My husband absolutely hated this variety. This was not what he wanted, and he didn't like the taste of them. I thought they would taste more like candy, guys. I'm not gonna lie. When I purchased them, I was like, oh, he might really, really like these, and it was a no-go. Ooh. Our peppers are still coming on strong, guys. They're still coming on strong. We have a ton of peppers. I cannot believe my Spanish peppers, what they're actually doing. I'm so excited to actually eat some of these Spanish peppers. The King of the North is starting to take off. It's starting to rain a little bit. It's not too bad, so I can still have my camera out here. But if you can see right here, you can see all of my mini bells. They're starting to come on as the end of the season is starting to get some cooler weather, and they're really starting to come on and do their thing, and I'm super excited about that. I love peppers, and so hopefully I will have a ton to eat with cream cheese because that's what I like. These are all cayenne, and we've already harvested a ton of cayenne peppers. I have some paprika peppers in there. And then these are my Spanish peppers as well. Look at those suckers. I'm waiting for them to turn red, but if they don't turn red soon, I am going to go ahead and pick and eat them because I don't want anything bad happening to them. But yeah, here is some of that nasturtium. You guys see this? This is all nasturtium. It's stretched all the way over here, and it's right here. Some more butternut squash. You can see right there. All of this needed cleaned out really bad. We got rid of our zucchini, and I still have butternut squash over here. It's poured like all the way over here, and I have a ton of pumpkins yet. In fact, there is one right there. And if you come over here, you can see the one I have in there as well. Up there and there. It's gone crazy. Okay, so I wanted to talk a little bit about this. We have our cabbage in the ground, and it's doing wonderful, guys. It's doing absolutely wonderful. We went ahead and picked down all of these marigolds. Here's some of them. We're gonna get rid of them here. They're just too tall. It wasn't what I expected. I think I accidentally mixed my seeds up. If you can see down there, see these are those little Cracker Jacks, and that's the ones I thought I planted. And instead I got these large, huge marigolds. It was insane. But over here, I got a lot of different lettuces. Look at that. Lettuce is popping up, and this is all of our cabbage in through here, and all of that is doing absolutely wonderful. We went ahead and started those back in August, and now they're really turning around and doing great. Over here I have some romaine, and I have some purple sprouting broccolis and stuff like that. As the weather turns colder, this stuff is going to thrive, and it's going to do really good. Okay, over here, now I don't know if you guys remember from our very first garden tour, but we had a huge issue with these grow bags. I don't know what we did. I don't know what the issue was. I still don't know what the issue was. But all of a sudden, these peppers started doing a major turnaround. And I don't really know what exactly we did. But over here, you can see here, I have a paprika pepper right there, and this needs staked up. And I have some cayenne. Over here I have some Tabasco peppers and stuff like that, and all of a sudden now it's just taken off and it's doing really, really good. And this is exactly what we wanted. I wish it would have happened earlier. I don't know how much fruit we're going to get off of these, but you know, the game isn't over until they're dead. So we're going to do our best to keep them alive and get what we can from them. Okay, so this goldfish container here is the seeds I saved from Aldi's. I saved these seeds. I don't know what kind of peppers these were. Long and sweet is what I remember, because I couldn't find the little mini bells, and these were like the long and sweet peppers. I ate them. They were wonderful. I saved the seeds, and this is what I got. This is from the grocery store, guys. I'm going to go ahead and pull this, I think, soon, as soon as it turns red. It is red, but it's not bright red, and I'm going to eat it. And I'm excited about that. These are all my husband's hot peppers. These are the chocolate bootlaws, and the ghost peppers. And that's chocolate bootlaw. And they're still on the plant. I still am getting strawberries, guys. Tons of them. Some of them are dying out. You can see here. But these are the little mini strawberries. These are ever-bearing. Here's a strawberry bloom. And these are probably the smallest strawberries ever, but they are so delicious. So I'm so glad that I planted them in here. Here's another one right here. And it looks, yeah, it's ready to pick. But see how small these are? These are ever-bearing. These are called Alexandra. And, oh man, they're delicious. I'm really proud of my herb bed this year. I got a ton of herbs. My stevia here is still doing good. This one here I'm saving for the inside. That's going to be my inside stevia plant. See, these marigolds, I was disappointed. I thought they were going to be these small ones over here, and they weren't. I was a little disappointed, but that's okay. They still do the same purpose. They help out pollinators, they keep bugs away, and so that's okay. I'll just live and I'll learn for next year. It is starting to pour down here, but I'm underneath a big tree, so the water's not hitting me. I am going to come over here. This is my first herb bed. And I have chives, I have oregano, I have rhubarb, and here is my Valerian root. I'm really excited. You have to wait till the second year to harvest that as well. Valerian root does a really good job at keeping people, getting people to sleep and stuff like that. It's great in teas and in pill form and stuff like that. So I got a ton of that growing here, and I got some of it growing in my food forest. Eventually, when it's not raining like this, I will do a food forest video and see about all the plants that I planted in the beginning of the spring. Still got some gourds, and up until about a couple days ago, I still had some cucumbers as well. Doing great, just doing a lot of cleanup. We needed to clean a lot of this out, and that's what we're doing today. Okay, so a couple of tips for shed wars, okay? One is don't give up. Especially with the potted things, don't give up. We thought for sure we were going to kill our peppers, and we didn't. We just held on, and everything did absolutely wonderful. Okay, and second tip is watch out for your vining plants. I know this year we learned a lot from that. I had the nasturtium, I had the butternut squash, and it just kind of took over everywhere. We didn't know that. I was not expecting the butternut squash to just take over the garden. So if you never planted that before, that's something that you'd probably want to plant in a more remote location, probably away from things. But I mean, it's okay for us. We laughed at it. We never planted it before, but that's something that we're always going to remember in our heads, like that thing got huge. And we have butternut squash forever now. And that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, guys. Like I said in the beginning, make sure to like and subscribe. We will see you all in the next video or the next live. Have a good one.